Hi, my name is Huda Afiqah Suhaimi binti Othman, and I am here with my partner Shaun Michael Manuel. And today we will be introducing our imaginary community that we have created called the Burnout Bunker. So we came up with this idea after realizing how common burnout is among students and even lecturers. Student burnout is more than just a feeling tired. It's a serious condition of mental and physical exhaustion caused by constant academic pressure without enough time to rest and recover. It can make us feel emotionally drained, disconnected from our studies, and even doubt our own abilities. The World Health Organization recognizes burnout as an occupational phenomenon, which shows just how serious it can be. It happens when stress becomes constant, affecting our academic performance, social lives, and even our health. Factors like heavy workloads, pressure to perform, digital fatigue, or poor alignment with our field of study all contribute. So to address this, we created Burnout Bunker. It is a safe place where anyone is struggling with burnout can share experiences, connect with others, as well as access to helpful resources, all without fear of judgment. This peer-led platform promotes empathy, collaboration, and healing. Our goal is to normalize conversation about burnout and to build a more compassionate academic environment where everyone feels supported. To make sure the space is inclusive, supportive, as well as easy to access, Burnout Bunker has a clear structure. This means that we didn't just create a random platform, we carefully planned how the community works so that everyone feels welcome, safe, as well as being heard. We built Burnout Bunker around three core values, which is one, community-led support. So this means that the platform is driven by its member, not just experts or administrators. People going through burnout can share their experiences, and others who relate can respond with advice, as well as encouragement or simply empathy. It's not about giving clinical solution, it's about creating a space where people lift each other up, like a support group of peers who truly understand what it's like to feel having burnout. And number two is psychological safety. So psychological safety means people feel emotionally secure and free from being judged, being shamed, or even pressured, whether someone wants to post anonymously about their struggles or just browse without saying much. And that's totally okay. No one is forced to share their experiences, and there is no fear of being criticized. This helps this helps members to be more open and honest, which is the key to healing and feeling heard. And lastly is respectful interaction. So respect is non-negotiable. Even if people have different views or experiences, everyone is expected to be kind, considerate, and supportive. We have moderators to step in if there is any form of harmful behavior, like rude comments, invalidating someone's feeling, or using offensive language. This way, the environment stays positive and constructive. So whether if you're a student or a lecturer, you are welcome to join and participate however you feel comfortable. That means that there is no pressure to be active all the time. You can share your story, give support, ask questions, or even just quietly read others' posts. Lecturers and students are being treated equally. Both sides can learn from each other and build a better understanding of burnout in the world of academic world. For the membership, it is open to everyone in the university, undergrads, postgraduates, lecturers, and even staff. This community isn't just for students, it's for anyone who is involved in the academic environment. Burnout affects people at every level, not just those who are studying, but also those who are teaching and supporting others. Why, if you ask? Because burnout isn't just something students experience. Educators face it too. Lecturers, tutors, staff also deal with overwhelming workloads, tight deadlines, and emotional weight of helping students, meanwhile managing their own responsibility. We want to acknowledge that and create a shared space where both students and educators can feel supported. People can join whether they are currently struggling, still recovering, or just want to support others. You don't need to be going through a burnout right now to be a part of Burnout Bunker. Maybe you've been through it in the past and want to help others, or maybe you just want to understand better what others are going through. Everyone is welcome. For the registration, it is simple. You just have to use your university email, but we also provide an option for anonymous interaction so that those who are shy or afraid of judgment can still open up and be honest. We understand that talking about mental health isn't always easy. Some people feel embarrassed or scared to speak up. That is why we allow anonymous posting. It gives members the freedom to express themselves without attaching their identity. It encourages honesty and vulnerability in a safe way. The platform is mobile friendly and accessible 24/7 from any device. So you can reach out or check in whenever you need to because burnout doesn't follow a schedule. It hits you at any time, whether it's 2 a.m. during exam season or a Sunday afternoon relaxing. Burnout Bunker is always there. Since it works across all devices, you can use it on your phone, tablet, or laptop anywhere, anytime. To keep the community engaging and safe, we've outlined 4 voluntary roles. Number one is the administrators. So they manage the platform, plan events, and coordinate collaborations. For example, they may invite mental health professionals to host sessions. And then number two is moderators. They monitor posts, resolve conflicts, and offer support to users in distress by guiding them to resources or any hotline. Number three is contributors. These are volunteer members who create helpful content each week, like motivational posts or burnout recovery tips. Number four is general member. So they are the heart of the community, joining events, commenting, reacting, and sharing their stories. All roles are flexible and non hierarchical, so anyone can step up through a simple application process. This way, the platform stays dynamic and a member driven. We also want to keep the community organized and relevant to everyone's need. Burnout Bunker is divided into subgroups. So, for a safe space to anonymously post or rant or share stories or even just emotional reflections, it's gonna be called Burnout Diaries. And then Student Lounge is a casual zone for students to talk about stress, assignments, and uni life. Lecturers Corner is a private space where lecturers can share their own challenges and support each other. Coping Toolbox is a collection of user generated tips like breathing exercise, self care lists, and mindful guides. And then Weekly Recharge Challenge is a fun section with light tasks to encourage recovery habits. For example, drinking 8 cups of water, journal, and then meditate for 10 minutes. So each subgroup is moderated and users can join whichever suits their needs. This makes the community more personal and supportive. So next I'll be passing to Shaun to continue with our presentation about our imaginary community.
So next up, we have the engagement strategy. So in terms of outreach, we have to be very proactive. This is because we are making a supportive space for academics who are facing burnout. So the first thing that we wanted to do is by having eye-catching posters, right? So it'll be a very vibrant, very pleasing, very appealing poster, which has a QR code, and that QR code will be anyone who scans the QR code will be sent to the link of our online community. And this poster, which includes the QR code, will be put all over the university. It could be in lecture halls, it could be in the library, the lounges, the canteen area, the entrance, the main gather room, anywhere that we are allowed to place these our posters, we will do that. Bulletin board, so on and so forth. So these are obviously targeted towards university emails as well. So, for example, Simon University, we have our eLearn, our Blackboard, right? So we'll be using this platform in order to mass produce and mass send out the email in which provides the link and also an explanation, and also a sort of question, if like, for example, asking them, are you experiencing burnout? Is this something that usually occurs to you? How about you join our online community and you can discuss as well as talk to other individuals who are facing similar issues as you, so you could learn something and also you can guide other people as well. So that is the reason why we are targeting university emails and going to use platforms, for example, then we could also have social media teasers, for example, like quizzes and relatable academic struggle videos. So these will be posted on our online community, as well as the links will be also posted, mass produced through the university emails as well, if it is able for us to reach out to these platforms, for example, eLearn, Blackboard. Then, and in terms of individuals who already joined our online community, we would have weekly activities. For example, Burnout Bingo, which is gonna be like a normal style of bingo, but it's gonna have things where a bit more humorous but also relatable scenarios, which will be more appealing and also more relatable to the individuals and what they're going through. Also makes them feel a bit more obligated to join. Feel them makes them feel a bit more needing to join. Then we also have mid-week virtual check-ins where we will individuals who are going through stuff can obviously come and approach our admins and our moderators, and even if they want to have their own check-in, they can do that. But our one is guaranteed that we will always have it, where individuals can have open discussions and also support each other, give feedback, talk about their progress, talk about what they're going through, talk about what they're dealing with, and we can pass it on to other individuals so that everybody collectively can learn and collectively can work on getting better together. And finally, we also have viral campaigns. So, for example, our hashtag drives, which are hashtag from burn to balance and hashtag burnout buddies. So this is just a means of getting recognition. So individuals who post on social media with these hashtags, in other individuals who are not part of the online community will be like, this seems like a pretty interesting thing, and then they'll click on it, and then it'll show all the posts of other individuals who are posting about it, and that would mean that they are more understanding and also they are more aware of our online community, and so they will want to join our online community, even if they think that they aren't facing a really harsh burnout, or if they don't know if they're going through a burnout. By going to our drive, this is the hashtag drive, and by looking to our hashtags and see the individuals who are what are they posting, they can become aware that maybe they do have a burnout, maybe they just neglected it for so long, or maybe they're minimalizing it so they don't know how to talk about it, or maybe they're too scared to talk about it. So now at least they have a platform in which they can do that. And also, as like relief humor, we also have like meme sharings and viral challenges. For example, the deadline outfit challenge, which most probably would be like a TikTok thing or like an Instagram reel thing. Could be even a YouTube reel thing, where individuals who are on a deadline, they'll be showing their fits and what they're gonna wear and stuff. It's just a means of making it more um, not too heavy on individuals, like content wise and also outreach wise, to make them more relatable to this generation. Yeah, that's pretty much about it. And yeah, as I said, it's going to be very much a balance of professionalism but also humor, because humor is a way for an individual to relate and also to deal with what they're going through. So that's what we're trying to do. So next will be content creation, right? Because that's very important. Good content makes an online community do well. All right. So in terms of our educational content, we'll be having daily and weekly content. So for daily content, we'll be having 2 minute resets, which is basically like short reels and also like kind of like short reels that you can see on like TikToks, like the Mr. like the DIY stuff. It's just 2 minutes of how individuals recover, tips on how to recover from burnouts, things that you can do on a day-to-day basis before you go to class, after you finish class, in class, before an exam, after an exam, just things to do to get you back on your mental well-being state, to calm you down, things like that. Just quick tips from professionals and also moderators and individuals who have recovered from certain specific types of burnouts. Then we also have weekly infographics on burnout science, academic guilt, passion versus pressure. Basically, what it talks about is uh, just things that individuals go through and reasons as to why they go through burnouts, and how to deal with them as well, and how to deal with things like academic guilt. So yeah, these will be weekly things that will be posted on our forum as well, on our online community. And also we'll be drawing from peer-reviewed sources and real-life stories. So professionals or individuals who go through burnouts and have recovered from them, they will talk about what they went through, how long they went through, why they went through it, and how they dealt with it and how they overcame what happened to them. So it's a good means of other individuals who have similar issues, who maybe want to remain anonymous. They can just go through these materials and they can learn from them, and hopefully it can encourage them to voice out their problems and also deal with their problems through the means of our moderators or of our content that we post. Next would be narrative and relatable posts. So we would have weekly bedtime burnout stories. So it's just basically something that you can like probably read through while you're in the loo or before you go to bed while you're doom scrolling. This is just things that feature uh, professionals, faculties, lecturers, even students also. Just things that they go through, things that become a bother for them, how they try to deal with it, what happens on a day-to-day basis of an individual who is burning out, this stuff like that, something to read about, and makes you gain more knowledge on the situation and the topic, and as well as also, you might help out someone who is going through a burnout, who isn't part of the online community. It's also kind of a means of outreach as well. And in terms of content schedule and tactics, we made it very simple. So on Mondays, we have journaling prompts. Tuesdays, stress infographics. Wednesdays, check-in invites. Thursdays, memes. Fridays, burnout stories. Saturdays, self-care toolkits. Saturdays, gratitude threads. And in terms of our aesthetics of the group, it's going to be a very warm, it's going to be a very warm and inviting group. The fonts are going to be handwritten, so it seems more like do it yourself kind of thing, like we did it ourselves. It's going to be very soft colors, nothing too um, in your face, you know what I mean. And we're also going to have a lot of interactive polls and Q&As, because this group isn't just this online community isn't just something that is for the means of us making a variety out of it, but it's a means of individuals to get better, to understand that what they're going through isn't something that they're going through alone, and that is very important to us. So that's why we want to hear as much feedback as possible and as much interaction as possible. Finally, we have the governance and moderation. So it's obviously clear that we have certain rules and conduct. So we have a clear code of conduct for all members, which will display as is like pinned, like how we have a WhatsApp message, WhatsApp group chat, and it's pinned at the top. It's going to be the same thing. It's going to be a top pinned, and it's a clear code of conduct for all members that they can follow through, and they have to be reminded about it once in a while, on a weekly basis probably, because we emphasize on empathy, exclusivity, and also inclusivity, and also psychological safety. So it's very important for us because this is going to be it's supposed to be a safe space, right? And we want to adhere to that standard of it being a safe space for individuals. And so because of that, we also have zero tolerance for shaming, elitism, harassment, or trolling. Any individuals who go through that would either have a permanent or temporary ban from the online community based on the severity of what they do. And these will all be administered by our admins and will be followed through by our admins, who will look through the accusations or anything that's been flagged or reported, any message or any content, and then based on that they will go through and they'll look through it. And if it is something that is really severe and something that is going against our rules of conduct, then they're going to get the punishment that they deserve lah. Because we truly believe that the individuals that come to our online community and are active in our online community are individuals who are seeking for help and or are just trying to increase their knowledge on the topic. So we want to focus on that, and we also want to respect all the individuals that are there and treat everybody as an equal, but not to overcompensate and do too much, and also let everybody speak the truth, but then it affects other people. So that one is, it all depends on the moderation lah. And then in terms of the moderation structure, we will be having volunteers, any volunteers, which will be obviously background checked first, and also academic moderators rotating weekly, because these individuals, even though they're professionals, they also have burnouts as well. So to prevent them from burning out as well, we also have this weekly rotation schedule. And also we have peer support leaders, which are trained to spot crisis signs. So these individuals will not only be taking out that carrying out the task for us, but we also be carrying out tasks for the moderation groups, for the leaders of the groups, because burnout happen to anyone. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what level of in the hierarchy you are. It doesn't matter how professional you are. Even if you're someone who has gone through burnout, you can have a burnout again. So these peer support leaders will be there for to look out for signs, because they are more knowledgeable in seeing these kind of things. So they can look out for signs of individuals who might be going through a crisis, and can probably either help them or recommend them or point them to someone who can help them out. And in terms of conflict resolution, it's very simple. De-escalation first approach to all disputes. So we will obviously try to de-escalate whatever situation is going through first, and then we will backtrack from there and see how we can solve whatever crisis that's going on. And also there'll be anonymous reporting from available to all members. So any individual who feels like their peer support leader or the moderation is being unfair or unjust, or any other individual is being unfair or just, they will have this anonymous reporting form, which we can they can fill it out and they can do it. And the owners of the online community, which will be us, and also other individuals, the moderations, they will go through that, and then they can see if it's actually something that's just a false accusation or if it's true. Because if it's true, then we will take action about it, because we don't want to just have this toxicity just having it around. And then also we individuals who are serious slash repeated offenses, individuals who have done crises, individuals who have been flagged many times, will lead to sanctions. For example, temporary ban or permanent ban from the online community, because we want to focus on individuals who are trying to get help, which is the most important thing. To conclude, Burnout Bunker is basically the impact of Burnout Bunker is basically to build a safe and inclusive academic support network for individuals who are going through something that they may or may not know that they are going through, right? And the whole purpose of our online community is by using humor, storytelling, and relatable challenges to connect these individuals together, so that they can try to deal with what they're going through, to help them overcome what they're going through, and to push them to also help other individuals who they see may be going through the same problems as they are. And our goal is to educate while reducing burnout stigma, to encourage empathy, self awareness, and also mutual support, and to promote systematic understanding of burnout as a shared challenge. These are some of the things that we believe that we can accomplish with this online community, and this is why we believe that Burnout Bunker is going to be a massive hit, and we hope that you guys join. Thank you.